Okay, y'all. This one right here is what about McDonald's? Ex McDonald employee warns us not to order this meat. No deal. But let's see what they talking about, bro. Because I just don't need McDonald's. You sure? But I guess if I hear what they're talking about, I guess I wouldn't want to eat it, right? Right. So let's go into details on why. Oh yeah, before I do this, go and subscribe. Hit me in my cash app. What? I can't even see what's my cash app really. Hit me in my cash app. Go and subscribe, and uh, we're gonna do this. Press the like button. Thumbs up.
Well, time now for the morning stir, and McDonald's, as you've never seen it before, this morning revealing secrets to some of your favorite menu items for the first time.
If McDonald's workers refuse to eat certain meats, there's a reason. Some things sit too long, others aren't what they seem, and a few might make you question your life choices. So, before your next order, let's talk about the meats you should absolutely avoid, starting with McRib. Ever wonder why the McRib keeps disappearing and coming back? It's not because McDonald's is creating demand. The truth is, it only returns when pork prices drop low enough. It's the boomerang of fast food. You throw it away, but it keeps coming back. What are you eating? Not actual ribs. It's ground pork shoulder and trimmings pressed into a rib shape. It's like ordering ribs and getting a cardboard cutout with wheels. The fake shape is held together with meat glue. Yes, meat
Ugh.
glue is real, and not what you want to think about while eating. The ingredient list reads like a chemistry experiment. It once contained azotocarbonamide, used in yoga mats and shoe soles. When your sandwich shares ingredients with yoga equipment, you're getting more flexibility than you bargained for. McDonald's removed this chemical, but what else lurks in that patty? The sauce hides the meat's true flavor with high fructose corn syrup and preservatives. Those grill marks? Painted on with caramel coloring. About as authentic as a $3 bill. The McRib contains 70% more sodium than claimed and stays fresh unnaturally long. It's the vampire of fast food, refusing to age naturally. These patties sit in warming trays for hours. They've been there so long they should be paying rent. The McRib might make you think twice about McDonald's meat offerings, but it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to fast food secrets. If the McRib is this questionable, just imagine what lurks behind the breaded coating of other.
Bro, I'm glad I ain't never ate a McRib, bro. I am glad to know this. Now, I will never get a McRib. McDonald's, mm, you would not get my money, bro. Hell no. That's crazy.
Menu items. And speaking of breaded items, a standard McDonald's Chicken McNugget contains only about 50 to 60% actual chicken meat. The other 40% is apparently dedicated to making sure your body never fully understands what it just digested. The remaining ingredients include modified corn starch, salt, wheat starch, natural flavoring, dextrose, citric acid, and rosemary extract. That's just the chicken part. The breading adds another dozen ingredients, including hydrogenated soybean oil and TBHQ, a petroleum-based preservative.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We don't eat a McDonald's chicken nuggets. Oh, I had to run and tell her, bro. No more. No more, y'all.
Preservative that keeps the nuggets from going bad. The shelf life of these nuggets is so long they might outlive your car payments. Remember the infamous pink slime photos that went viral years ago? Those images showed a pink, soft serve-like substance that was supposedly the base material for chicken nuggets. McDonald's has repeatedly denied using pink slime in their current nuggets, but former employees tell a different story about what goes into the mixing vats. According to them, chicken parts that most people would discard, including fat, skin, connective tissue, blood vessels, and ground bone, are all fair game for the nugget mixture. It's basically everything but the chicken's personality. Here's a fact that might turn your stomach. Nuggets can be refried up to 3 times before being thrown away. When nuggets sit too long in the warming tray, employees are instructed to throw them back into the fryer for a quick reheat. This process can be
Hey, this
repeated
setup
multiple
hard. I
times
walked in
before the
last
nuggets
house.
are deemed
This is crazy
unservable.
shit.
They get
He got
dunked
the
in
fan
oil
right
more
here.
times than a witch at a
Fire.
Salem trial. Some locations report cooking massive batches of nuggets during rush hours, with the extras sitting for hours before being served. By the time you bite into that 4th or 5th nugget from your box, you might be eating something that's been sitting under heat lamps since the breakfast shift ended. Now that we've lost our appetite for chicken, let's slide over to something from the sea. The only product we'll ever promote on our channel is a book by Claude Davis, a veteran prepper, about 126 superfoods and preservation methods from crisis times like the Great Depression and wartime that are impossible to find elsewhere. We decided to promote his book because we are the last generation able to share these techniques and superfoods to our children or grandchildren. It would be a shame to see this information about highly nutritious foods and preservation methods to survive crises disappear. You can check it out in the description of this video down below. Swimming deeper into McDonald's menu brings us to the Filet-O-Fish, a sandwich that former employees consistently rank as the item you should never order. Why? It's rarely made fresh. The Filet-O-Fish suffers from low popularity outside of Fridays and Lent season. This creates a serious freshness problem. Since so few customers order it, the fish patties often sit in warming trays for hours before someone finally orders one. These fish fillets have been waiting so long they could qualify for retirement benefits.
Once I figured out that Shopify was a thing, I never turned back. I can create a site with my eyes closed. I'm Kiana, and I leveled up my business.
A survey of 100 McDonald's workers revealed that 87% admitted their locations rarely make these sandwiches to order. Instead, they they pre-make a small batch and keep them in the holding cabinet. The company policy states fish should be discarded after holding for 30 minutes, but employees report that many locations stretch this to 4 hours or more. The fish is practically growing old enough to start telling stories about the good old days. The oil issue compounds the problem. Fish patties should be cooked in dedicated fryers to prevent flavor transfer. But during busy periods, many locations fry everything in the same oil. This means your
Ugh.
fish might taste faintly of chicken nuggets, French fries, or whatever else was fried before it. One McDonald's training manual actually rates filet-o-fish as low priority for oil changes. Have you ever noticed the half slice of cheese on your filet-o-fish? This isn't a mistake. McDonald's deliberately uses half a slice of American cheese on each sandwich. The official reason is optimal taste balance. But former managers reveal it's really a cost-cutting measure that saves millions annually. They're not being cheap. They're just giving the cheese a part-time job. When the fish patty sits too long, the cheese often melts completely, then resolidifies into a strange texture. Employees are taught to hide this by adding extra tartar sauce. The standard recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of tartar sauce, but old fish fillets might receive 2 or 3 times that amount to mask the texture. After fishing around in these murky waters, let's move on to something that sounds healthier. Many customers turn to grilled chicken as the healthy option at McDonald's. Bad news. This might be one of the most misleading menu items. First, that rubbery texture you notice isn't just poor cooking. McDonald's grilled chicken starts as frozen patties that contain less than 70% actual chicken meat. The rest? A cocktail of modified cornstarch, salt, wheat starch, and natural flavoring. Those distinct grill marks aren't created over an open flame, but are pre-printed onto the meat using caramel coloring and other dyes. They're basically wearing makeup to look hot. It's chicken catfishing. A 2022 study analyzed fast food grilled chicken and found that McDonald's version contained nearly 3 times more sodium than a piece of grilled chicken you'd make at home. A single sandwich can contain up to 40% of your daily sodium intake. High sodium isn't the only concern. The meat undergoes a chemical bath with sodium phosphates, modified food starch, and other preservatives to maintain freshness. This chemical bath serves another purpose: moisture retention. Normal chicken dries out when reheated, but McDonald's grilled chicken can survive multiple reheatings while maintaining a moist texture. Lab tests have shown these chicken patties can maintain their consistency for up to 6 months when properly preserved. It's like the chicken drank from the fountain of youth, except instead of water, it was industrial chemicals. The most telling evidence comes from the employees themselves. In an anonymous survey of McDonald's workers, 75% admitted they would never eat grilled chicken at their own restaurants. When asked why, common responses included strange smell when cooking, weird texture, and chemical taste. The cooking process adds to the problem. To save time, the chicken is often pre-cooked, refrigerated, and then quickly reheated on the grill press when ordered. This gives it that odd, springy texture that's somewhere between chicken and rubber. From healthy chicken that isn't so healthy, let's sizzle over to breakfast. Breakfast at McDonald's brings its own set of meat mysteries, with the sausage patty taking center stage as perhaps the most questionable morning option. This circular disc of mystery meat holds the record for sitting on the grill the longest of any McDonald's protein. Morning shift workers often cook massive batches of sausage patties during the pre-dawn setup. Testing by food safety experts has found that the average McDonald's sausage patty sits in the warming tray for 97 minutes before being served. That's
Ooh.
over 4 times longer than the company's official 20-minute hold time. These sausage patties sit around so long they should be collecting unemployment benefits. The sausage mixture contains a concerning 32 ingredients, including BHA and BHT, controversial preservatives that several countries have banned due to potential health risks. The patties also contain MSG under 4 different names to mask the flavor degradation that occurs during extended holding periods. An alarming practice reported by employees involves the steaming trick. When sausage patties become too dry or develop a crust from sitting too long, workers are instructed to give them a steam bath to rehydrate them. This involves placing a damp paper towel over the patties in the microwave for 15 seconds. The sausage gets more spa treatments than most people can afford. From a nutritional standpoint, the sausage patty is the heaviest hitter in the McDonald's arsenal. One patty contains 22 grams of fat, nearly a third of your daily value, and packs a whopping 400 milligrams of sodium. The high fat content makes the grill surfaces especially greasy, leading to another issue: cross-contamination with other breakfast items. The fat-saturated grill rarely gets a thorough cleaning during breakfast hours. Instead, workers simply scrape it down with a metal spatula between batches. This means your fresh sausage patty is cooking in the residual grease of dozens of previous patties, some from hours earlier. After this greasy breakfast adventure, let's flip to the cornerstone of McDonald's empire. McDonald's sells roughly 6 million hamburgers daily worldwide, yet their standard beef patty holds a secret that might shock loyal customers. Unlike the Quarter Pounder, which gets cooked fresh to order at most locations, the regular patties used in hamburgers and cheeseburgers are almost always reheated. The primary reason? Economics. The thin, standard patties cook quickly but cool just as fast. To keep up with demand while minimizing waste, most locations cook huge batches during rush periods, then store them in warming trays. Studies by food scientists have found that the average regular patty sits for 45 minutes before being served, nearly triple the company's official hold time of 10 minutes. These patties wait longer for customers than you wait in the drive-through line. Regular patties also suffer from what employees call the double batch problem. During anticipated rush periods, managers often instruct cooks to prepare twice as many patties as immediately needed. This creates a troubling cycle where newer patties get placed on top of older ones in the warming tray, pushing the older patties further back where they might not be removed when they should be. When these patties inevitably become too dry or develop dark edges, workers resort to a questionable revival technique: the microwave. A leaked McDonald's training document actually instructs employees to microwave dried-out patties for 8 seconds with a damp paper towel to refresh them. It's basically burger CPR, but without the happy ending. The meat quality differs significantly between the Quarter Pounder and regular patties as well. While all McDonald's beef is technically 100% beef, the regular patties contain more fillers and binders. A 2020 analysis found that regular patties contain beef from an average of 100 different cows per batch, increasing the risk of contamination. Temperature management poses another issue. The warming cabinets should maintain patties at exactly 140 degrees, the minimum safe temperature, but internal audits found that 83% of locations had cabinets operating below this threshold during at least part of the day. Now that we've uncovered the beef behind the burger, let's investigate another chicken option that might be even more suspicious than the nuggets. The final warning concerns those flat, breaded chicken patties used in sandwiches like the McChicken and Spicy McChicken. These rank as the lowest quality chicken product on the entire menu, according to former quality control staff and kitchen managers who have worked at multiple fast food chains. If chicken had a family reunion, these patties would be the distant cousins nobody talks about. Lab analysis reveals these patties contain just 45% chicken meat. The remainder consists of fillers, binders, soy protein, modified food starch, and flavor enhancers. It's playing chicken with the definition of chicken. A food scientist who tested fast food chicken patties across 12 major chains found that McDonald's ranked last in terms of actual meat content, even lower than budget competitors. The bread-to-meat ratio problem is deliberately engineered. A standard chicken patty weighs 2 ounces, while the bun weighs 3 ounces. This isn't accidental. Internal documents show the bread proportion was increased in 2018 to reduce costs while maintaining sandwich size. The bread is cheaper than the meat, so the more bread, the more profit. The bun is basically the helicopter parent that takes up all the space in the relationship. What about texture? The chicken patties undergo a mechanical tenderizing process where the meat is pushed through tiny holes under high pressure. This destroys the natural muscle fibers, creating a paste-like consistency that can be molded and formed. It's essentially chicken that's been through a midlife crisis and came out completely unrecognizable. The resulting texture is unnaturally uniform, nothing like real chicken breast. If you blindfolded a chicken farmer and had them touch it, they'd probably guess it was a kitchen sponge. The spicy version isn't spicier because of different chicken. It's exactly the same patty with a spice powder coating applied after cooking. This powder often settles at the bottom of storage bins, meaning the first sandwiches made are spicy, while later ones barely have any kick. It's like getting a concert ticket only to find out the band decided to lip-sync half the songs. These patties can sit in warming drawers for up to 90 minutes, though company policy limits holding time to 30 minutes. They're basically breaking the rules longer than teenagers stay out past curfew. The older patties develop a rubbery texture that employees mask by adding extra mayo, sometimes double or triple the standard amount. Nothing says quality food like drowning it in condiments to hide its flaws. It's makeup for sandwiches. During morning inspections, chicken patties that fail quality checks for dinner service are often diverted to breakfast items where they're chopped and added to breakfast burritos. The chicken gets demoted faster than an employee who shows up late. These rejected patties might have visual defects like broken breading or incorrect size, but rather than discarding them, they're repurposed where customers won't notice. A 2021 survey of 2,000 fast food workers ranked the McChicken patty as the item they would least likely eat themselves, citing concerns about quality, processing methods, and handling practices. When the people making your food wouldn't eat it themselves, that's like a lifeguard refusing to get in the pool. Probably not a good sign. Looking back at all 7 warnings about McDonald's meat, one thing becomes clear. What you order isn't always what you think you're getting. It's like online dating. The profile pictures look amazing, but reality can be a bit disappointing.
All right, y'all. I'm not on this one. Everyone in the book.